Once, in a city of glass and gold, there lived a young woman named Zara. Zara was 22 at the dawn of her life, yet she felt like she was already finishing last. Every morning, before her feet even touched the floor, she opened a window into 1,000 other lives. She saw her high school friends buying houses. She saw strangers with perfect bodies. She saw influencers manifesting millions while she struggled to pay her rent. Zara felt like a ghost in her own life. She wasn't living, she was spectating. Her mind was a constant courtroom where she was always the defendant, and the evidence against her was everyone else's highlight reel. She was exhausted not from working, but from comparing. Zara had heard of a woman who lived far from the digital noise. A woman who had once been a high-powered executive but had walked away to find the truth of the self. When Zara arrived, she was crying. "Teacher," she sobbed, "I feel like I'm failing. Everyone is ahead of me. I am 22, and I have nothing. I look at them and then I look at myself and I feel empty." The teacher didn't look up from her soil. She simply pointed to two things in her garden: a magnificent bamboo tree that towered into the sky, and a small, vibrant fern nestled in the shade. "Zara, I will give you the secret, but first you must help me. Here are 3 seeds, a rose, a cactus, and a pine. I want you to plant them in these pots. But here is the rule: you must make them all bloom at the exact same time, using the exact same amount of water." Zara spent days in the garden. She poured the same water on the rose as she did the cactus. The rose began to wilt from too much water. The cactus began to rot. The pine didn't move at all. Zara grew frustrated. She started shouting at the plants. "Why can't you be like the rose? Why can't you grow as fast as the grass?" She was literally trying to force the plants to compete with each other. For 5 days, Zara watched them. She realized that by trying to make them the same, she was killing them all. She saw that the rose needed sun, the cactus needed dry air, and the pine needed time. The teacher said, "Why are you angry at the cactus for not being a rose?" Zara replied and said, "Because the rose is beautiful." "Everyone loves the rose," the teacher asked. "When you are lost in the desert, dying of thirst, would you still look for a rose? Or would you thank God for the cactus that holds life-saving water?" The teacher took Zara's phone and turned off the screen. "Zara, your problem isn't that you are behind. Your problem is that you are trying to grow a pine tree with a rose's schedule. When you compare your behind the scenes to someone else's final cut, you are committing a crime against your own soul. The bamboo takes 5 years to grow an inch above ground. But in those 5 years, it is building a root system so strong it can survive a hurricane. Your 20s are your root-building years. If you spend them looking at the height of someone else's tree, your own roots will rot." Zara returned to the city. She didn't delete her apps, but she deleted her obsession. She realized that life isn't a race, it's a garden. Some things bloom in spring, some bloom in winter. She started focusing on her own soil. She started watering her own dreams. And for the first time in years, the empty feeling was replaced by a quiet, steady strength. She was 22, she was late by the world's standards, but she was exactly on time for her own. Are you watering someone else's garden with your tears while your own is dying of neglect? The person you are comparing yourself to is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Stop looking sideways. Look forward. If this story spoke to your heart, comment, "My time is coming" below. Let's support each other's growth here at Success Blueprint. Subscribe for more wisdom to help you navigate this modern world. Stay unique. Stay you. Stay powerful.